By keeping score, by having a meaningful metric, we know whether all this hard work is fruitful or not. And if it's not fruitful, retrench, back up, and try something different.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
The following is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development.
I would probably say a mistake I can recall for you is not addressing an issue early on, allowing something to fester, whether it be miscommunication or bad direction. And I think you've learned that it's maybe an unpleasant conversation, but you have to nip it in the bud, and you have to have that conversation early on. Set clear expectations, and if you do that, people will know what is expected, and they're compliant, they're cooperative, they're collaborative. If they don't know and you don't tell them, you're going to be going in different directions from deliverables and so forth. So my advice to myself is to address the issue early on.
Right. A few minutes of pain, perhaps,
yes,
is better than months. Could be some things, like you said, fester. Months of kind of discomfort,
right.
Mild, misunderstanding.
And no one enjoys those conversations.
Right.
It's not something you look forward to, but a cut is better than
right.
a thousand tiny snips.
Absolutely. Well, and so you said I heard the word accountability, and then you mentioned measurement before, and I think that's that's interesting. Could you share a little bit about measurement methodologies and accountability? Because with these larger initiatives, it's often hard to tell if we're making progress and successful.
Well,
right?
and that's it. And I think that, whether it be the communities of excellence or other things, in a business, how you're doing. The bottom line, you're either making money or you're not. Mm-hmm. And you have a clear indicator of how you're doing. In a lot of these economic development initiatives and activities, you work very hard and you go home tired. And you stay late, you come in early, but are you moving the needle? And what is that needle? Is it elimination of poverty? Is it improvement of health? Is it number of houses with broadband? There's got to be a number that we keep score. We keep score. And by keeping score, by having a meaningful metric, we know whether all this hard work is fruitful or not. And if it's not fruitful, retrench, back up, and try something different. But if it's not working, abandon that tactic and choose another tactic. But keep your goal in mind, your metric, your measurement. We grew up with test scores and
right.
metrics and ACT scores and so forth. And then in the professional world, sometimes there is a bottom line, but individually we don't see that same type of measurement. And I think we could be most effective if we measure our results either individually or collectively as a community, as a region.
The interview you just watched is an excerpt from the Brain Gain Youngstown Leadership Series. The new podcast features conversations with local leaders who are focused on building a culture of entrepreneurship and promoting workforce development. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit BusinessJournalDaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to AfterHoursYoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.